Hi there, I'm Megan and I go by Solar Glow Meditations. Tonight we're going to have a distance Reiki session where I will be using tarot cards to guide the session and determine what sort of energies we need to work on. Before we get started, I do need your consent to work on your energy, so either out loud, in the comments, in your head, wherever you feel most comfortable, just agree to receive this energy healing. And it would help me greatly if you could subscribe. I also do take suggestions and requests in the comment section, so please let me know if there's something that you guys want me to cover or focus on. Yeah, so before we get into the actual reading, I am going to cleanse my tarot deck just by shuffling it. Very simple, straightforward. I'm also very excited. My very bestie of a friend got me this really cool selenite lamp for Christmas, and I just broke it out today, and it's so cool. I feel like it's going to bring some really great energy to this space. And this, of course, is a Himalayan salt lamp, but also lends itself to some really great energy. Let's see what the cards have in store for us. I think this one is the first one calling out to me. Ace of Pentacles. Take action on your ideas. But in reverse, so perhaps you've lost an opportunity, didn't have some planning or foresight with whatever your current endeavors are. So let's start with some grounding and cleansing. I'm actually going to grab my small selenite wand, and we're just going to cleanse some of this energy out that no longer serves you. We all make mistakes, we all lose chances, we all don't plan for something. Mistakes happen, life happens. So we're just gonna let that energy go. Perhaps you feeling bad about having missed that opportunity. Maybe you're dwelling on why things went the way they did. And it's good to reflect and learn from your mistakes, but once you've done that, move on. Don't need to sit in that energy forever. Feels like you're ready to just let go of this energy. It's really ready to kind of let go and go back down to the earth. I can just imagine a shower of water coming down over your head and sweeping away this lost opportunity with it. Selenite feels like it kind of wants to jump out of my hands. We're working on this. I'm going to also grab this tiger's eye crystal. Tiger's eye is one of my absolute favorite crystals. I have it in bracelet form, and it's my go-to bracelet crystal to wear to bed, especially at night. It's really great grounding, really great protection. Good. Okay, let's grab the next card and see what's calling out to us. The Eight of Swords. It seems as though you are blocked, but you can take a step. Self-imposed restrictions. You gotta let that stuff go. You are capable of acting on whatever your lost opportunity is and going from there. So let's take some action. We are going to use this. I was gonna grab the orange calcite, but it's not quite right. Grabbing the orange carnelian. This is a very spicy stone. It's really rooted down in your second chakra and your third chakra as well, very much in your doingness center. It's very bright energy, very spicy. I like the word spicy quite a bit. It's really going to push you to go do what you need to do. Go take that action. Go make that phone call. Go set up that website. I can feel that there's a lot of energy moving through me. I'm starting to get a little bit warm here. You are too. That's the energy flowing to you. And as we're adding this element of action and go do, I want you to continue to think about cleansing and letting go of those thoughts. We need to move through this lost opportunity. And you can continue to cleanse and let go of things as you think of them, like maybe different aspects of the same problem. As they come up, just think of them, acknowledge them, let them go. Send them back to the earth. Excellent. This deck has already, or this card has already popped out of the deck. In fact, I have kind of two sticking out, so I'm going to grab these back to back. The first is the Knight of Cups. Express your creativity and compassion, or with compassionate, loving emotion. Creativity, romance, charm, imagination. You've got what it takes to make this successful. That's very clear. But you're, we've got the Hangman in reverse. Looking at the world from a different perspective. You're at a standstill. Delays, decision, a lot of the same kind of energy. So we're going to take that orange carnelian. We're going to up the ante with some yellow adventuring. This is kind of going to sit down also in your second and third chakras, as well as the orange calcite. Both of these things together, especially in conjunction with the orange carnelian, are just going to add this really perfect blend of doingness energy. And it's going to come to you in the mix of energy that you need. So some people might need more orange carnelian, less orange calcite. Some people might need it the other way. Maybe just a very small trickle of yellow adventurine, or maybe a lot of it. It will figure out exactly how it needs to come to you. Tomorrow, I want you to take one action, one thing you can do to get past this lost opportunity. What is one thing? And I want you to make it a very easy thing. It could be sending a text message, it could be writing that email. It doesn't have to be a big action. just one thing. It could be cleaning your house or like your kitchen. I don't know why cleaning is coming up in my intuition, but perhaps there was maybe like a lost deal because you had some leftover Chinese takeout in the background of a video call. Give yourself a timer, maybe set it for 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever you feel like you can manage. And within that time, you're going to go do whatever it is that you can within that time. I'm going to draw one more card and see what this is. Strength, courage, passion, subtle power. You don't know your own strength until it gets tested. The great thing about strength is that it's always there, and it's always there for when you need it. So let's get you something to increase your strength. I want my piece of obsidian, which is in fact this little guy right here. Is going to ground you further. Bring up some energy from the earth to help you with your backbone, with finding that inner strength to get this job done. You are capable, and I know it, and you know it. You just don't believe it. I believe it. Maybe this is in relation to like a New Year's resolution. I'm getting that a lot of people, like to go to the gym for the beginning of the new year to kind of try and get back to their health and wellness focus. But usually about week 2, folks are starting to get discouraged because they've often taken on, they've bitten off more than they can chew, if you will. They're starting at a much higher level where they expect to be versus where they might actually be. So if that's you, I want you to take a step back. I want you to have some inner strength and recognize that you are very powerful and you can do this. But also recognize where you're at. Part of strength is not overexerting yourself, and having the will to be where you are. Maybe instead of starting with running, you're walking, and that's great. I've been walking for a year and a half, and I just now feel like I'm getting to the place where I can start running again. Maybe you feel like you should be able to lift really heavy weights, and that's a very easy way to hurt yourself if you're doing that and not being careful about it, or if you're lifting too much weight, you don't want to tear anything or pull anything. So just start with some lower weights. In fact, I was at the gym today, and for some shoulder exercises, I was using 2-pound weights, which I probably could have even used no weights and been totally fine. Because I've been working for so long just to be able to support my own body that I don't feel like I could even get past that to where I could add weight to it to be able to increase my muscle strength. So it takes time, and that's okay. You have to recognize where you're at. and just take small steps. Strength is being able to sustain and move through the really hard times even when you don't feel like it. It's going to the gym at 8 p.m. on a Saturday night because you didn't go earlier in the day, but you promised yourself you would. And the gym is just one example. One that feels very relatable to me, but it's applicable in all situations. If you're trying to up your skills to get a new job, and you decided to take a class, it's showing up for that class and doing the homework, and or even taking the step to looking into a program to kind of get where you want to go. Or maybe it's taking on that extra project at work that'll help you with your networking or upping your skills or something like that. Strength is just doing it, and even if you fail, continuing to try. Because a lot of people quit. Most of the winners are people that just didn't quit. Doesn't matter how long it took them to get there. That doesn't matter because once you're there, you're there. And everybody's on a different journey and a different timeline. That's wonderful. You're exactly where you are supposed to be and where you need to be. And I'm proud of you for being where you're at and trying. Good. I want to thank you for being here tonight. That feels like it was a very powerful energy mover here. I feel like you're going to get there. I feel like you've got some motivation to get there, and you can do it. I believe in you. So with that, I do appreciate you taking the time. As I mentioned before, it'd help me greatly if you could subscribe. And otherwise, I will see you guys for the next session.